Hey, this is Mac again. I have some other soldering tips. Maybe my solder one's heated up now. But basically, instead of just tearing up stuff or cutting wire, stuff like that, what I'm finding out is if you just shave off the insulation just a little bit, you could actually just tap into a wire just by shaving off the insulation and then pre-soldering or tinning the pre-existing wire. And I'm using this stuff, this FlexCore paste, man. This stuff I've had for like 20 years. I know they make the same today, but I don't think it's the same. I think it's probably chemicals in here that they don't like anymore, as far as our government and stuff like that. But anyway, what I end up doing is just putting a little paste on everything before I solder it. And to me, it seems like it localizes the heat to that particular area. And then of course you get some solder on your on everything you're going to solder. Go ahead and put some solder. Actually pre-tin everything that you're going to solder. And then basically what I did is I shaved off just a little bit of the insulation, so the back part of this wire is still insulated. And I ended up just basically touching it, and if you have that flux on there, man, it'll put the heat local and it melts the solder like instantly, and there's really no heat travel. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere else. Now this is going to look a little burned because I've soldered it a couple of times and I did touch the other part of the insulation. What I ended up doing with that afterwards is getting some liquid tape and touching it up with some liquid tape, and that just kind of coats it and covers it just like tape, but it's liquid. It's freaking awesome. Love this stuff. Anyway, I mean, this is my first video, so I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff. This is just stuff that I like. Anyway, so if you, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the kind of solder that I get. I mean, I don't know if that's professional or what. It looks good. It holds good. It's solid. Anytime I see that it's shiny like that, that's a good solder to me. Sometimes I'll get them and they'll be cloudy. And then those, what I've heard, are called cold solders. But anyway, this seems to work for me, but I've been soldering all my stuff in on my Can-Am and other stuff. As soon as I start working on my Jeep and start doing some wiring with that, I'll be soldering all that stuff in too. But this seems to do it. Doesn't drip. It cools off pretty quick. Actually, whenever I'm soldering, I'll actually blow on it after I've touched it and I want it to cool real quick before I let go, or so I can release hold of the wire. I'll actually blow on it. That way it'll cool it real fast. But like I said, the heat stays local, and it seems to solder pretty well. All right, thanks. See ya.